In a small, peaceful village nestled among lush green hills, there lived a wise old man named Hiroshi. Hiroshi had lived through over 70 springs and experienced many ups and downs in life. He was not only famous for his profound wisdom, but also for his kindness and dedication to helping others. Hiroshi always took the time to listen and guide those who were lost and confused in their lives. One day, a young man named Kyo came to see Hiroshi. Kyo was full of passion, but his life was constantly overshadowed by worries and insecurities. He grew up in a family with a tradition of farming, but from a young age, he had dreamed of becoming an artist. Kyo loved painting and wanted to use his art to express his emotions and stories. However, the pressures from his family and society made him afraid to pursue his dream. He feared that he would not succeed and would disappoint his parents. Kyo decided to seek out the wise old man, Hiroshi, who was known for his ability to help people find their inner voice. Hiroshi listened to Kyo's story and then led him to a clear lake deep in the forest. He told Kyo to look into the lake and describe what he saw. Kyo looked into the lake and saw his reflection, the surrounding branches, and the shimmering sunlight on the water's surface. Hiroshi then asked Kyo to close his eyes and listen to the sounds around him. He heard the gentle flow of water, the rustling leaves, and the distant chirping of birds. When he opened his eyes and looked into the lake again, Kyo saw a vibrant world beneath the surface, with fish swimming among the rocks and plants. Hiroshi explained that the lake was a metaphor for Kyo's mind. The surface reflections represented his thoughts and emotions, while the world beneath symbolized his inner voice. To hear that voice, Kyo needed to learn to look beyond the surface distractions and listen deeply to the whispers within. Kyo listened to Hiroshi's story, feeling a spark of understanding ignite within him. He asked, "How can I look beyond the surface and hear my inner voice?" Hiroshi smiled and replied, "You must practice mindfulness and cultivate stillness in your mind. Just as the surface of the lake becomes calm when undisturbed, your mind will reveal its hidden depths when you learn to quiet your thoughts and emotions." In the following weeks, Kyo began practicing meditation and mindfulness under Hiroshi's guidance. He learned to observe his thoughts without judgment, letting them pass like clouds in the sky. Gradually, he began to hear the whispers of his inner voice, guiding him with wisdom and clarity. One morning, while meditating under the ancient tree, Kyo suddenly heard a small voice from deep within his heart. It was not the voice of reason or others, but his own. The voice reminded Kyo of his passion for painting, his dream of creating and showcasing his own artworks. Kyo felt a surge of happiness wash over him. He realized that all this time, he had been trying to live according to others' expectations, forgetting his true inner voice. He decided that he would no longer let fear and pressure drown out his inner voice. Kyo went to his parents and told them about his dream. Initially, they were surprised and did not understand why Kyo wanted to pursue art instead of following the family's farming tradition. But Kyo patiently explained and persuaded them with all his passion and love for art. Eventually, his parents understood and supported his decision. They realized that the most important thing was Kyo's happiness and that he lived true to his dreams. As time passed, Kyo gradually established his talent. He began exhibiting his works at local art exhibitions. Everyone admired the emotions and dedication in Kyo's paintings. One day, a renowned art critic happened to see Kyo's exhibition and was captivated by his talent. He decided to introduce Kyo to collectors and major galleries. This was a significant opportunity for Kyo to achieve his dream of becoming a famous artist. Kyo worked hard and dedicated himself to the major exhibitions. His paintings were not only beautiful pieces of art, but also contained deep stories and emotions from his life. When his exhibitions were held, they quickly became sensations and were warmly received by the audience. Kyo felt immensely grateful and happy. He understood that the journey of finding and listening to his inner voice was never-ending. But with patience, determination, and self-belief, he had found the true meaning of life and achieved wonderful things. The story of Kyo and Hiroshi became a legend in the small village. It reminded everyone that in life we need to learn to listen to our inner voice and not let the outside noise drown out our true voice. When we recognize and trust in our inner strength, nothing can stop us from making our dreams come true. Thus, the story of the wise old man and the young man Kyo will forever be an inspiration, encouraging everyone to overcome difficulties, believe in themselves, and never stop pursuing their dreams.